I've been dreaming about us again. You and I should be more than friends. If you're not interested, let me know.
Hey guys, it's currently 92 degrees outside. And we're gonna change the head on this snare drum. Now, I've tried to put it off for a long time, but I've learned from multiple times of this happening that I say that I can make it one more gig without the head breaking. After playing like 3 or 4 gigs of being like, oh, I can make it one more gig. And it broke halfway through the set. Luckily, the sound guy was able to bring up the house kit snare. But I'd like to use my own snare for the next gig. So we're going to change the snare head on this Thomas Star Classic right here. So let's get to it. Remove all the lugs carefully, put them somewhere so I don't lose them. And then we're going to give the rim a nice wipe down before we go any further.
If you're not interested, let me know. I think you should tell your friends. You and I've been holding hands.
I'm going to wipe down the rim and the shell. And then we're going to go in and we're going to check all of these screws to make sure everything's all tightened up in there before we go any further. Probably want to flip this over, knock out any crud that might be hanging out, the sawdust. Look at all that. I don't know if you can see all that, but there's a lot. And we're going to tighten all the screws on the inside. And there's a lot of them.
I've been dreaming about us again. You and I should be more than friends. If you're not.
Alright, now that we've made sure they're all tightened, we're going to wipe down the rest of the drum.
I think you should tell your friends. You and I've been holding hands. I wanna do it again.
It is hot. Iced coffee no longer has ice. Got the new head. We're using Evans 14-inch heavyweight. Ideal for rock and metal. I've used these a few times because I am a heavy hitter, especially when it comes to my snare. I'm slamming on it. These have lasted pretty well. The last time I broke a head, it was not the heavyweight. The heavyweight that I have on there, had on there, as you saw. It's getting worn out, but it's not broken through yet because it's got the reverse dot underneath for extra reinforcement. And honestly, the tone that I get out of this with this is pretty sick. So let's put it on. Alright, when I'm putting the new head on, I'm gonna look for the seam right here. We're gonna make sure that it's best as it can be directly in between 2 lugs for even distribution. Throw on the right side. Want the logo somewhere over here. And look at that, it just kind of worked out this time. Put the rim back on. And we're going to get to work on these lugs. Just going to quickly put them on loosely with my hands, and now I'll get in there and tighten it up with the drum key and tune it. Lost a washer. Of course I lost a washer. Either I lost it or I lost it last time I changed the head. I'm just going to assume that. Roll with it. Of course I don't have any spare ones. I'm just going to lightly tighten it, going to opposite lugs, make sure it's all even. I'm not even really tightening it, I'm just loosely getting it down on there. Alright. Press this a little bit, get any excess air out. Gotta tighten a little bit more. It's about like 3/4 of a turn all the way around. You can feel the tension of each one. Kind of try to match them all before I go any further. Now we're going to go and fine tune it. We're going to go in and really tune it. But for this part, I'm going to put it on stay.
Could fall in love, oh girl. Please say you like me. And when
Now we're going to go through here and tune this bad Larry up.
fall in love, oh girl. Please say
Now lately, when I've been tuning my snare, I've been tuning it pretty high. I feel like when I first change out the head, I keep it tuned a little bit lower, and then as time goes on, I can end up cranking it up. The snare sounds really good when it's tuned up high, but maybe it sounds good low too. I'm just going back and forth to opposite lugs, giving it a little bit of tap, trying to match the tone and the pitch. It's a little lower now. It sounds a little off. Rattle. Sound good with some moon gels on it. We're going to add some moon gels, cut out some of that excess ringing. Now for the snare, I usually take one of them and I cut it in half. And I'll stick together. And with this snare, I like to put one right about here, right about here. Now let's see how it sounds. Maybe there's too much. Pretty good to me. Alright, we did it. Thanks for watching. Now we're ready for the gig tomorrow.